Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Taurus, Truths and Tarot. I'm going to be doing some quick general reads for all the star signs, just of what lies ahead the week commencing April the 19th. I will do a timestamp in the description box so you can sort of skip straight to your star sign. You don't have to listen and watch everyone's. Yeah, I'm basically going to be pulling cards from my angels and ancestor deck, so advice from angels and ancestors, and then I'm going to be just quickly clarifying those cards. So I'm going to begin with Aries. So I hope you're all doing well. Okay. Messages will be general, so don't force them. If it's not your message, it's not your message. They may or may not resonate. Okay, give me one more please for Aries. Messages for Aries, please. Okay. So some of you at the moment need to maybe take charge with the situation. Some of you are feeling very guarded. I feel like you need to take charge, so Spirit guides, clarify. And one more please for the Lord card. Okay. What's this protection here? Okay. Okay. So some of you, I feel I've got a very important decision to make this coming week. Time is fluent, so it can just be whenever you feel drawn to this video if you do watch it. But I feel like some of you have got a decision to make. Some of you, I feel, maybe sort of feeling very sort of guarded as such, or I feel like maybe you're just sort of lacking self-confidence and self-trust to make this decision. So you need to take charge. I do feel that this is a big decision, and I do feel like this is a decision in love. Some of you need to gain a different perspective. I feel for some of you, you need to sort of, if you're somebody who usually sort of decides with your, you put your head over your heart when making decisions. I feel like some of you need to just take a moment to actually get in touch with your emotions here. But I do feel like you need to gain new perspectives. You could potentially be feeling a little bit like you're all over the place and really sort of back and forth. And really, not making that decision. I feel like you're potentially in your head, and I feel like at the moment everything feels like it's a little bit up in the air. The reason why I say I feel like this is an important decision is because I feel like, sometimes not everything is as it seems. I feel like you need to sort of make a solid decision but trust in your own, I feel like maybe some of you are being influenced by other people, but you need to take charge in whatever this situation is. I feel like you're probably overthinking it, and I feel like you're sort of getting, as I say, you're overthinking it, and rather than just sort of making this decision, I think you're really sort of maybe thinking, oh, well, what if that, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. I just think that potentially you're sort of not trusting your own judgment on something, and you need to make that decision. It could be because you're feeling very protective over something, very guarded. I don't know whether you've been hurt in the past, but I feel like you need to sort of trust and drop your guard a little bit. That's what the message is from my angel deck. Trust in your own intuition. Trust in your own knowledge, your own experiences. Some of you need to take a leap of faith. I think some of you potentially are really sort of in your head. I feel like you potentially obsessing over this decision. It could be a decision in terms of somebody, whether it's yourself or someone close to you. There could be some type of addiction involved. Doesn't necessarily have to be. And when I say addiction, this could be generally alcohol, drugs, but it doesn't have to be substance abuse. It can be, overthinking, or just a situation that's a little bit toxic. Some of you need to cut ties with whatever that is. So whether you are obsessing or overthinking, or whether this is somebody that, I don't know whether there's somebody around you at the moment that you're struggling to cut ties from, and you're really sort of in your head thinking about it, or not sure on what decision to make. But you need to sort of solidly make this decision if it comes to love. I do feel like there's potentially been an offer, and it's a passionate offer, whether this is you wanting to make an offer or somebody's made an offer to you. It could be from a fire sign. It doesn't have to be, but if you are dealing with another Aries, a Leo or Sagittarius, or this is you really wanting to have a passionate new beginning. Something that you want to put the work into, and something that you want to work on. This is potentially you wanting to cut ties from any toxic things in the past. Take a leap of faith. Be wise in your decisions, but be confident in your decisions. Gain clarity. Whether you need to take time to gain clarity, but I feel like some of you potentially are not making a decision because you're feeling very, very guarded. But, angels are saying maybe you need to drop that guard a little bit. Maybe get in touch with your emotions a little bit. Maybe gain some new perspectives on whatever this decision is that you want to make. So I hope that helps. Okay, I'm going to go on to Taurus. As I say, I will timestamp these, guys, so you don't need to listen to all the star signs. So, guardians of the four corners, Mother Earth, Father and Sky, angels and sister sacred one, welcome in here now, giving advice for the week commencing the 19th of April for Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Okay. Should actually probably show you the cards that I pulled, shouldn't I? So I pulled the Star Ancestor card and the Mountains card, and that's from my angel deck. So, Spirit guides for Taurus, please clarify the Star Ancestor card. What is this here? What is this here for Taurus? Okay. Sorry guys, please flip, let me reshuffle. Okay. Wow. Okay. What is the Mountains card here? Please clarify the mountain. Two cards with the mountains. Okay. So Taurus. Okay. Okay. Some of you I feel like potentially at the moment are maybe battling with your own intuition and your own inner judgment. Some of you really need to follow that voice from within. If you're intuitively feel like your intuition is telling you something, you need to listen to that intuition. And I feel like it's extremely important that you do that. I've clarified that with the World card and the Star. So two very powerful cards, Major Arcana cards. So I do feel like some of you, we are going into a whole shift into Taurus. So I do feel like for some of you, things are going to really significantly be changing in your life at the moment. But I feel like you need to follow your intuition and that voice, that inner voice in order for these things to change for you, and it will be a positive change. The world, I mean, this is sort of to me, this is everything. It's that wisdom, it's that inner strength, it's that courage, it's determination, it's happiness, it's everything that you at the moment want. Things are going to change for you. So if you're feeling like life feels a little bit stagnant at the moment, or you're a little bit stuck in a situation, I feel like intuitively you will know the right thing to do. In order for that to happen, I do feel like you need to trust yourself and listen, as I say, listen to that inner voice, and you will have wish fulfillment. Again, I've pulled the Star card. Star is about wish fulfillment, letting go of things that don't serve you and fulfill you, and being completely fulfilled and happy, and know that whatever it is that you're seeking, you have the tools and everything you need to gain this. But it does speak about following your intuition. I might use my other deck as well. No, I won't. I'll stick with this. The Mountain card talks about standing your ground. So, I mean, with, Tauruses are very, very stubborn anyway. So, if there's a situation that you feel that you're right in, I have pulled that with the Ten of Swords. So, if this is a situation where you've been heartbroken or betrayed, something has ended. If it's a situation where there's been some type of conflict and you feel very, very strongly that you're in the right now, Taurus, you're, very well known for standing your ground and being stubborn. So in this instance, I do feel like some people see that stubbornness as a negative thing, but in this instance, I genuinely don't feel that it is. For some of you, some type of truth is going to be revealed to you. But it's important at the moment that you do stand your ground. You do stand your ground. I feel some of you, potentially, there are things beneath the surface, whether this is you or whether this is somebody that you're dealing with. I feel like there's things being hidden under the surface. And the reason why I feel that way is because I've also pulled it with the Judgment card, which can be something coming into balance. It can be truths being revealed. So if there's a situation going on and you feel like there's been lies or there's been secrets or there's been things hidden and you're adamant on this, stand your ground, follow your intuition and stand your ground, because some type of truth is going to be revealed. Something is going to come into the balance. It can also signify that a decision is going to be made, and it is a decision that it's made because there's no other option. You sort of have to make a decision because there's no other option. Some of you do feel like have dealt with an ending, a heartbreak, a betrayal, or some significant ending in some way. And then I've also pulled the Fool card. So this is extremely, these are all major arcana cards other than the Ten of Swords. So with the Fool, we talk about having a leap of faith. Again, with this card, it is about sort of listening to that inner voice, taking a leap of faith or something. Maybe some of you are feeling stuck at the moment because of a heartbreak, but you do need to sort of take a leap of faith, follow your intuition, listen to that inner voice to make things start happening again for yourself and make things start moving. Can I please clarify the world card? Clarify the world. Okay, so for some of you, if you are sort of focusing on the moment on your finances, know that following your intuition, if this is a decision that needs to be made in terms of something as a financial gain, then go with it. Follow your intuition and go with it, because I've pulled the Nine of Cups, which talks about fulfillment. Not always in terms of prosperity. This can be emotional fulfillment as well, so take it however it resonates. But this is fulfillment. This is having 4 cups, and this can speak about having it independently. This can speak about self-love, or it can signify having that with somebody else. But as I say, at the moment, I'm not picking up any other individual's energy. So I feel like this for yourselves is having that sort of having that self-love to yourself, Okay, that doesn't sound right at all. But taking that time, having, you know, putting yourself first. Clarify the star, please. Some of you need to rest. Some of you are healing from something. Some of you have just potentially feel like you've been through some type of battle, whether this is a conflict in a relationship, whether it's arguments, whether it's family conflicts, but whatever it is that you've been through, whatever this ending is, and this betrayal has been for you, this, whether it's you've felt stabbed in the back, this is an ending of something, and this is something that potentially you did not see coming. But either way, it's had a significant impact on you, and I feel like at the moment potentially you're feeling very stuck and stagnant at the moment. Take rest. This is about healing after battle and conflict, so take rest, but know that following your intuition with whatever it is that you're wanting to achieve, taking a leap of faith, perhaps you're waiting for some type, this can be also a legal matter of some sort. It doesn't have to be. It can just be truths being revealed and something coming into balance. But maybe you're waiting on something. Maybe you're waiting on something to happen in order for you to be able to move forward. But I do feel that it is important that with this, I do feel like there's been things that have been hidden. I feel like there's things that have been hidden from you, and you've only seen the surface on a situation. But whatever is hidden, I do feel will come into balance. But you need to follow your intuition, and things will change. You will have wish fulfillment. You will, whether this is a love situation, you will be emotionally fulfilled. But I do feel like potentially you're feeling stuck, and that could be because of a heartbreak. Okay, what's come out? I didn't ask you anything, cards. Okay, so some of you potentially, King of Cups has come out. So this secret, this betrayal could be, it doesn't have to be, but it could be from a water sign. It could be the fact that they haven't revealed to you how they truly feel. As I say, it doesn't necessarily have to be a water sign, but if it is significant, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, I feel like potentially either you could have a new offering coming in, perhaps from a water sign, and you need to take a leap of faith, or it could be significant that you feel betrayed by a water sign. As I say, take it as it resonates. I don't usually go from water signs. I tend to prefer to just go by the energy. So this is somebody who I usually see them as being a little bit sort of I'm feeling a little bit almost nervous. Somebody who may lack a little bit of confidence. Someone who may not be able to fully express their emotions and how they feel. But it is someone who I sense either you've got a lot of love for somebody who's broke your heart, or someone's got a lot of love for you who's broke your heart. If that doesn't resonate, it could be a new offer coming in. But you need to take a leap of faith. Let me just pull one more. Just clarify the full card, please. Sorry, this was meant to be a quick read. Clarify the full card, please. Where's that here? For Taurus. Oh, yeah, okay. Where's that come? Yeah, so that's about conflict. Now, this could be inner conflict. 5 of Wands. It could be the case that you've had a big argument with somebody and you need to sort of either stand your ground in that argument and know that truth will be revealed. It could be an inner conflict where you're potentially feeling like you want to move forward, but you're feeling a little bit stagnant. It could be you in your own head thinking about a situation. Clarify the Judgment card for me. Clarify the Judgment card. What is the Judgment card here for Taurus? Okay, 2 of Wands. So for some of you, you may feel that you need to make a decision here. Potentially, you have everything in front of you that you need to achieve, whatever it is that you're seeking at the moment. But you need to just sort of walk towards it. Go forward. Some of you may be stuck in the past. Some of you need to move on and move forward. So take that as it resonates, guys. I'm going to go on to Gemini. What messages do you have for Gemini for this commencing weekend? Messages, advice and guidance for Gemini. Any messages, guidance and advice for Gemini. Stag card, trust and thrive. One more please for Gemini. What was that? I wanted to flip. Give me one more please for Gemini. Okay, some of you may be feeling at the moment that you're having a few issues with communication. Give me one more please for Gemini. Some of you may be feeling a little bit blocked at the moment. Maybe you're not expressing your emotions at the moment. Okay. 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 Okay, this isn't going to resonate with everyone, but a strong sort of energy that I'm picking up at the moment. I feel like potentially... Okay. Okay, I'm just going to say it because I really don't like when I pick up on these kind of energies, but I almost feel like whether this is for someone specific or whether... I don't know. If this resonates, then take it. If it doesn't, then leave it. It's not your message, but this is quite specific. So I feel for someone, I feel at the moment, I hate the word victim. I don't like that word at all, but I almost feel like you're in a situation where, I'm just going to say, I feel that you need to be protected. Okay. Some of you, or whether this is for someone specific, you may be feeling very alone in a situation. You may be going through sorry guys, I feel like you may be going through a situation where you're feeling very alone at the moment. I feel like it's almost like I feel it's like a predator prey type situation. Sorry. Okay. Some of you, I feel like you need to know that you're not alone, and I feel like you need to protect yourself. So, and I'm getting emotional about this, so I'm sort of choked up. But for some of you, I feel like you may be in a situation where there is somebody around you who is not treating you very well. Let's put it that way. And I feel like maybe you're not speaking about it. You're not getting any help for this situation. I feel like you're perhaps feeling stuck and trapped and tied to this individual or this situation. And I want you to know that you're not alone, but I do feel like you need to... This is an angel card that's come out. It's an arrow card. I don't know if you can see. And the message behind that is surround yourself with protective energy. And I do feel like some of you may be feeling a little bit vulnerable, and perhaps like you need to be protected. And I do feel like this is from somebody that is around you, and I feel like you're very alone at the moment, but you need to know that you're not alone. You need to trust that you're not alone. I think you need to trust that this environment that you're potentially in at the moment, there's more out there. You're not trapped and stuck to this environment. So I feel like for some of you, you are perhaps in a relationship or with somebody or around somebody who is making you feel that way. For the star card, I don't know why it's here. Though time is fluent, usually if you watch a video when it comes to tarot, it is usually it's just you're meant to see it when you see it. I would say that this can be a past situation, but for some of you or someone, this is current. I feel like this is happening now. Okay, so I've pulled the Devil card. Okay. Might not be relevant. Someone could be dealing with an earth sign. It doesn't necessarily have to be an earth sign. Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo, but as I say, it doesn't have to be one of those signs. Some of you may be feeling trapped in this situation because you feel that there's stability in that situation. You could have been in a relationship with this individual or with this someone for a very, very long time. Some of you really need to cut ties from this individual. I'm sorry, I'm actually getting really emotional. Some of you need to cut ties from this individual because they are extremely toxic. And if this does resonate with you, then I'm sorry that you're experiencing this. Don't feel embarrassed or ashamed, because this type of situation happens to many, many individuals. And even if you are feeling very, very alone in a situation, then please know that you're not alone. I do see that you could have stable new beginnings. I do see that things could be more prosperous. Now, whether this is somebody who is financially demanding on you, it could be, or whether you feel financially dependent on somebody else, take it if it resonates. But I feel like there's somebody around you who's very, very toxic. There could be addictions involved, doesn't necessarily have to be. But with the Devil, it's to me, it's all about toxic things, and it's things that are not good for us. It's being released from things that are not good for us now. Whether this is somebody who's dealing with an addiction, I don't feel like this is your energy. It could be you, but I don't feel that this is you. But this could be somebody who's dealing, whether they've got a drug addiction, whether they've got a drink addiction, whether they've just got an almost sort of obsessive personality, a controlling personality, whether you're feeling that they're controlling you financially, or whether you're just feeling like you've got some security and stability with this person. But I feel like this, you need to be protected from whatever this situation is. So I'm sorry guys, it's not a great it's not a positive reading. Any more advice for Gemini? I'm going to say that if any of you, okay, new beginnings. New beginnings. Could be, I keep it, you know what, every card I'm pulling, I'm associating the energy with an individual, and usually I feel that the page of wands is normally about new beginnings. It could be passionate new beginnings, it could be you having something that you're passionate about and having a new beginning and getting stability from that. For some of you, you may have to leave a situation where you're feeling a little bit financially comfortable, and if you leave that situation, you're going to sort of take a step back in terms of your finances. That could be a restriction. For others of you, I feel like this individual potentially who's around you is very fiery. I see them as being very, very fiery, and I feel like verbally they are, do you know what, I'm not going to, this individual could be aggressive. Whether it's a verbally aggressive or actually physically aggressive to you, but it's not a nice energy. I'm gonna just say that if this does resonate with you and you want me to go in and you want me to look at this, then you know what, please just send me a message or comment, and I'll be happy to do a reading and go into more detail. Any other messages for Gemini? Anything else for Gemini? Okay. 5 of Cups. Okay, now for some of you, this may be something that you're dealing with now that's happened in the past and you're thinking about this. But I do feel like someone is currently in this situation. But for others of you, I feel like you're dwelling on this. You've been through this and you're currently dwelling on this. And if that is you, then know that time is a healer. I know that we say that all the time, but time genuinely is a healer. One day at a time. Know that this doesn't mean that it's over, like there's no other option when it comes to having relationship and fulfillment. Know that even though 3 cups have been spilt, there are 2 cups that are still standing very strongly. And maybe at the moment you're fixated on these cups that have been spilt, whereas there are 2 cups that are standing, and that can be in the future. There is love. There is a soulmate out there. So if you are dwelling on a relationship that hasn't worked out, or you're emotional over a negative, toxic relationship that you've came out of, know that you're not alone. There's a lot of people that have been in that situation. But as I said, I do feel like you need to protect yourself. Doesn't necessarily have to be from violence. It could just be being kind to yourself in terms of, you know, if you've been with somebody who's verbally abusive, it can have such a psychological impact. I mean, I'm not a doctor by any means, you know, this is just my advice, how I'm feeling at the moment to say to you. But if you've got somebody who's been sort of very, very negative in your ear, you need to know that there's not an issue with you, it's them. And you need to sort of be kind to yourself and sort of counteract that negative voice that's in your head. And you need to have people around you that are going to lift you up. You need positive affirmations, positive communication. Know that you are beautiful, you are strong. Know that you have got a fighting spirit, and know that you can get through anything. The main thing is, know that you're not alone. Okay, that was Gemini. So uncomfortable. Okay, I am going on to, what have I done? So with Gemini. So Cancer. Angels, ancestors, any messages for Cancer for this coming week? Oh, baby, not any advice and messages for Cancer. specifically in love. Any messages for Cancer for this coming week, commencing April 19th. One more, please. Give me, oh, thank you. Okay. Okay. Broken Arrow card and the Elder card. I will just show you them. So Broken Arrow and the Elder card. Okay, so right off the bat, how I interpret these are, okay, so the message is embrace the energy of peace. Okay, so if some of you are feeling like at the moment, if you've been through something recently, and whether it's been chaos or some type of, whether you're exhausted or whatever it is, you need to take a moment and just enjoy a bit of peace and quiet. Give me one more. What's the Broken Hammer here? Some of you potentially are feeling... Hang on, let me clarify. Give me one more, please. What's the Broken Arrow here? One more. Okay. Okay. Some of you, I think, potentially you've been working extremely hard, whether it's been in your relationship or whether it's in terms of work. But I feel like you've been working really, really hard. And I feel like I feel like it's a situation that you've probably felt, I'm not going to say trapped, but I just feel very sort of bound to. Whether this is a relationship, whether you've had to put a lot of work in to get to where you are, whether you've just worked through problems, whether there has been a lot of conflict. I do feel like there's been conflict, but I feel like you're sort of bound to a situation. So whether this is a work situation or it's in terms of your relationship, I feel like for some of you this is sort of like, I'm almost getting a sense like there's been a lot of sort of arguing that's been going on, or you've been through a real rough patch where there's been like back and forth communication and arguments and things, whereas now I feel like you've sort of come out of that, or you're coming out of that energy and you're actually happy. I feel like you're actually happy now in this relationship. I do sense that this is more of a relationship, but I feel like you've almost gone from, it's almost like one extreme to the other. So if you feel like your relationship's been like you've been through a real rough patch, I mean, it could be the fact that we've been in lockdown and maybe, I don't know, you've been driving each other crazy and been arguing. But I feel like now it's sort of calmed and it's settled and you're actually happy again. But I feel like some of you are potentially worried that you're going to go back into that past energy where you're feeling trapped and there is that sort of conflict. For others of you, I feel like you've just left that situation perhaps. You've left a situation that you felt trapped with. You've left a conflicted situation. A situation that you felt bound to. Maybe there's things that you wasn't seeing. And now it's like you've come out of that and now you're happy. So either way, it's a situation that you have been in that you was not happy with. And now I feel like emotionally you are a lot happier. Take that as it resonates. Some of you, that is a relationship that has not worked out very well. And for others of you, that's you leaving a relationship and now feeling a lot happier. So take it as it resonates. Please clarify the Elder card. Why is the Elder card here for Cancer? Why is the Elder card here for Cancer? Okay, some of you have definitely broke toxic ties. So some of you have left a situation that you felt trapped to, and I do feel like there was conflict in that. I felt like you felt that you were very bound and trapped by it. Some of you, yeah, I feel like some of you have moved on and you feel now like you are a lot more, you've got a lot more stability. I feel like you're a lot more grounded. I feel like you're a lot more, it's almost like you're a lot more nurturing. Some of you, if you are in a relationship, particularly if you're dealing with an earth sign, so Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, it's very significant for you. It doesn't necessarily have to be those star signs. But either way, I feel like whatever this situation is that you've just felt very, very trapped by and conflicted by, you are feeling emotionally fulfilled now. You are feeling, you've got the stability and you are feeling very grounded and abundant. So I don't know whether someone's just got divorced. I don't know whether some of you have just cut ties from a toxic relationship, whether it's a divorce, whether it's a separation. And I feel like you on your own and you just sort of like extremely happy, like, or for some of you, you're in a relationship and you've been through a very, very rough patch. And now you on a whole nother level. You're happy, fulfilled, emotionally fulfilled. You've got stability. So it is literally like a drastic change. So take that as it resonates. The other card that I pulled from the angel deck, was the Elder card, and the message behind that is move beyond ancestral patterns. Now, the way I always interpret that card is, how can I explain it? I see it as almost like learning new behaviour. So if you, I don't know, as an example, if your mum has acted a certain way and, you know, treated you a certain way, and you've got children and you've like broke that mould. So if there's something that someone's done to you, whether it's behaviour, whether it's whatever it is that you've been used to, I feel it's almost saying, cut that now and learn from it. Do you know what I mean? It's like break that mould. So if you have been, whether you've been in a situation, you've been sort of not moulded, but you've been acting a certain way or you've been treated a certain way, and now you're like, well, actually, I'm cutting that tie because I don't want to be like that. I don't want to continue with that. That's the sort of impression that I'm getting. And I do feel like you're moving forward into being emotionally fulfilled and happy and having stability. For some of you, there is an earth sign there involved that is significant. But again, it doesn't have to be. I feel like you could have been dealing with an air sign also. Aries, Gemini, Libra. Take that if it resonates, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be one of those. So, as I say, it feels like you've come out of a situation that you felt very trapped to, very tied to, potentially a toxic situation. There could have been addictions, doesn't have to be addictions, could just be an obsessive personality, or could be just toxic. And I feel like whatever that is, you're going into a new energy now. So you're going to be emotionally fulfilled and you're going to have that stability, be grounded and financially abundant and positive. So whether this is your relationship, that you've gone through a rough patch and now things have got better, or whether you've left a relationship and you're going to be on your own, know that you will have happiness and you will have abundance. So it's pretty positive, guys. So I hope that does resonate with some of you. Okay, I've just done Cancer, so I'm going on to Leo. Sorry, I always forget. There's always someone I forget, and it's just reminded me that I forgot Leo last time, and I need to do do you know what? Wait, I did forget Leo last time, so I did say I was going to do a reading specifically for Leo. So, just ancestors. Sacred ones. What messages and advice can you give me for the star sign of Leo for this week in April? Messages for Leo in this upcoming week in April. What messages and advice can you give me for Leo in love? Okay, so Mirror Guardian, take time and reflect, and Sage, be devoted and committed. Okay, so potentially some of you have been through, you've just sort of been through something. You need to sort of take time and reflect on it. Now, whether this is a relationship, whether, I'm going to pull more cards to clarify, but I feel like some of you need to reflect, whether this is on your own achievements or how far you've come in a situation. Just take that little bit of time to reflect on that. I'm doing Leo, aren't I? Okay. So some of you really are in your element at the moment. You really are taking action on passions, things that fulfill you. Why is the Mirror Guardian here? Why is the Mirror Guardian here for you? Okay. Once again, you're definitely very, very much in your energy, Leo, at the moment. some of you may be reflecting on some type of communication that you've had in the past, and you might be feeling a little bit stuck. I feel like you potentially need to take action. Okay, let me pull a couple more and clarify. Wands again, yeah, wow. For some of you, you've definitely had a conflict. You've had a conflict, and I feel like you're either reflecting on it and focusing on potentially the last argument or conversation you've had with somebody. You potentially want to take action. Some of you may be not speaking up about a situation. You may want to, but you're getting in your own way. Maybe you're putting yourself off. There could be inner conflict. Some of you may want to communicate with somebody, but you're feeling very sort of trapped in a sense, but it's an inner conflict. This is you stopping yourself. Whether you really want to communicate with somebody, whether there's been an argument and you reflecting and you can't seem to move forward from it. But either way, I feel like you want to take action. Give me one more, please. What is this? What is the Sage card here? For Leo. What is the Sage card here for Leo? There's definitely an issue with communication, I feel at the moment, and I feel like it's like you really want to speak, but you're not. You're getting in your own way, or you're overthinking, or you've got an inner conflict about what you should say, how you should say it, how you should act, how you should go about something. But I feel like you are... Oh, okay. So for some of you, there's been potentially a heartbreak. Okay. That you need to heal from and rest from. And maybe that's what you need to reflect on. Some of you are having a real inner conflict here. If someone's put you in a third party situation, I feel like some of you are in your head. Potentially you want to argue. There has been an argument. Oh, yeah. Some of you are really holding on to this and reflecting and reminiscing. Or it could be that somebody wants to reconcile with you. If you're dealing with an air sign, Aries, Gemini, Libra. If you're dealing with an air sign who potentially has put you in a third party or broke your heart in some type of way, or for some of you, you've broke someone else's heart, maybe with conflict, maybe with communication, maybe there's been something that I feel like has happened and you've potentially broke someone else's heart. Take it however it resonates, but whether it's you or whether it's somebody that you're dealing with or have dealt with, I feel like someone is heartbroken and they're healing from this heartbreak or trying to rest from this heartbreak. But this could be that there's been an ongoing conflict and arguments, and it's like you've just give up from it now. You're like, you know what, I'm drained, whether that's you or whether it's them, but it's like a drained feeling. But you are, whether it's you or them, you are reminiscing and thinking back to this situation. Be devoted and committed. Some of you may have put somebody else in a third party situation. Maybe some of you have hurt someone and you're reflecting on it perhaps and wanting to communicate with that person. Maybe you're missing that person. Some of you, it's somebody that's broke your heart. I do see it being a third party. It could be that maybe they've prioritised work. It doesn't necessarily have to be a third person, but either you're healing from this or they're healing from this, and whether you've got some inner conflict about this or whether there's been a lot of conflict about this. But for one of you, whether it's you or this person that you're dealing with, one of you is reminiscing and thinking about the past, which I think is you. I feel like there's been a lot of conflict. I feel like you've taken action or you want to take action. For some of you, I feel like internally you're feeling heartbroken and like you really need to rest, and maybe you're reminiscing perhaps how a relationship used to be. But I feel like you're in a conflict. I feel like you want to communicate, you want to move forward, you want to fight and battle on. Perhaps you want new beginnings, you want a passionate new beginning, I'm not sure, but there is some type of conflict going on. There's a heartbreak going on here. Either way, the advice is to take time and reflect and be devoted and committed. Now, whether you need to be devoted and committed to a relationship if you've hurt someone, or whether you maybe need to be a little bit devoted and committed to a decision that you've made, and be devoted and committed to yourself and taking the time to heal that you need to. If you are hurt, if you are angry, know that it is okay to have those feelings. Take the time to reflect that you have been through a difficult time, if that's your story, and know that it's okay to have those feelings, but you need to potentially maybe be devoted and committed to yourself. So take it how it resonates, guys. That was for Leo. I'm going to move on to Virgo. I'm so uncomfortable. Any Virgos out there that are feeling uncomfortable in a situation, know that you do have... Wow. Sorry. So my phone just decided to absolutely dive. So some of you may be feeling a little bit uncomfortable in a situation or trapped in a situation, and you want to move out of that situation very, very quickly, but for some reason you're feeling stuck. Know that you're not stuck. You have the ability to move and get out of a situation. So that's just what's come out to me there. So Virgo, any messages or advice for Virgo for this coming week of April? Flipped. Something flipped. Okay. Wow. Okay. So 2 cards that came out. This came out for Taurus as well, I think. Medicine Mother. So, Star Ancestor card and Medicine Mother. I'll take that as being like the Magician. So, following your wishes and desires and your... Some of you know how you feel inside, but perhaps you're not acting on it. Some of you have got your intuition telling you something. Some of you know something inside and within, but I feel like potentially you're not acting on it. So, let me clarify. What is the Star Ancestor card here for Virgo? Wow, pulled your card. Hermit mode. Wow, okay, so Hermit, card of the Virgo, maybe taking some time to reflect, taking some time to heal, getting some inner wisdom, maybe coming out of a dark place and into the light. Okay. Some of you potentially have got a decision to make. Some of you... Some of you potentially feel like there is somebody significant in your life that maybe you have lied to or that you've kept secrets from. Or you could feel that there's somebody in your life who's kept secrets from you. I feel like some of you have potentially done... I feel, you know what? Some of you, I feel, have done something in the dark. Or this could be your person who has done this to you, so take it how it resonates. But I feel like something has been done in the dark, and whether this is you or a person that you're dealing with, I feel like it's wrong. They've done something, and internally they know that it's wrong, whatever it is that they've done, whether this is you or whether this is a person that you're dealing with. They know that it's wrong. They've kept secrets. There's things that have been hidden. And potentially, rather than face it, they have gone into sort of like a bit of a hermit mode. Maybe they're reflecting whether this is you. I do feel like this is actually you, but it, as I say, it doesn't necessarily have to be. I feel like maybe a decision was made without knowing all the facts. A decision was made, maybe you felt pressured or forced into making a decision. But either way, I feel like you've maybe made a decision. And I feel like potentially you've kept secrets from somebody. But either way, I do feel like there's an energy here. If you've had somebody in your corner that's been very, very loyal, I feel, whether this is you or whether this is a person that you're thinking of, I feel like you're sort of crying over that person or they're crying over you. So take it how it resonates. What was the medicine with here? Medicine woman here for Virgo. wanted to come out. I'll take it. It flipped but didn't. Okay. Yeah, some of you are feeling like you're really burdened by something, or someone that you're dealing with is extremely burdened. Feeling like you've got the weight on your shoulders at the moment, or this individual's feeling like they've got the weight on the shoulders at the moment. But either way, there's a very, very heavy burden. Could be that you want to communicate about something, but perhaps are not. Maybe you want to speak truths, but you're not. Maybe you want to speak about a decision that's been made. I feel like some of you really are struggling internally with something, and I feel like it's almost like internally you know there's something wrong. You've either acted wrong or you've morally done something wrong, but you're not. I don't feel like you're acting on it. Or this is somebody that you're dealing with, somebody that's done you a wrong, but they're not acting on it. But either way, somebody feels very, very burdened, and someone's really upset and emotional about this. Honour your inner knowing. Some of you, I feel like, want to take a leap of faith towards something or someone. Some of you feel like you've got a connection, and it's almost like an intuition or a trust. You're feeling like you want to leap into something or someone, and I do feel like you want to have an abundant situation with that person. I feel like inside you know this. It's just, or this person you're dealing with knows it. But I'm picking up this to be a Virgo. Yeah, honour your inner knowing. So this usually, I'd signify this as being like the Magician card in the Tarot. So it is about sort of wish fulfillment and going after what it is that you want. Feeling very burdened to do it though. But I feel like you do want some type of abundance and some stability, and I feel like you want to take a leap of faith and having that. I do see that this is in love purely because Temperance has got 2 of Cups, so it's like you want to dive forward and trust in your inner knowledge, but for some reason you're not doing that. Maybe it is because of the heavy burden that you're feeling at the moment. Maybe it is about a decision that's been made. Take it how it resonates. This could be you, or this could be your person that you're dealing with. Okay. What's the mutual energy? I'm going to say what's the mutual. What's the mutual energy for this? Oh. Okay. What's the mutual energy for this person that Virgo's dealing with? Virgo and this person are dealing with. What's the mutual energy? Okay, give me one more, please. What's the mutual energy for Virgo and their person of interest? What's the mutual energy for Virgo? Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to pull that many. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck there is heartbreak. Could be a third-party situation. So there's heartbreak at the bottom of the deck. Now, it could be, as I say, a third-party situation. It could be that someone has put someone else priority before you, whether they've put the work before you, whether they've got lots of commitments elsewhere, but that is a heartbreak, and it does usually signify a third-party situation. So if someone has made or put you in a third-party situation, or you've put somebody in a third-party situation, I definitely feel like you need to get in touch with your emotions, gain some clarity and perspective on that situation, and cut off what does not serve you. Have that wisdom and knowledge to know that doesn't serve you, and that will actually lead to happiness and emotional fulfillment, which I feel like you want, but you haven't got that at the moment. And why, ironically, I've got the Magician card at the bottom of the deck as well, which I've just said, this card from the Angel deck, I'd say is being the Magician. So know that whatever you've got, that wisdom and knowledge, you've got basically all the tools that you need to manifest and make whatever this is that you want possible, but you need to act on it. Yeah. So this is sort of pretending like you can't see what's in front of you, or somebody's pretending they can't see what's in front of them. But if you look at this card, even though her eyes are covered, she can see straight through that. It's a very clear sheer piece, whatever it is. But it is having that intuition and knowledge and knowing that you can actually see very, very clearly, but it's like you're choosing not to. I could just keep going, but I'm not gonna. Sorry, the cards that actually fell out. High Priestess. This is someone who's very intuitive. This is about truths. This is someone who knows everything. All the secrets. This is somebody, whether this is you or whether this is somebody that you're dealing with, but this is all about intuition. So this is either you knowing that you need to do something or make a decision for something that you can see, or somebody knows that you want to do something. So take that as it resonates, on whether you're intuitive or not. I did actually pull that out in mutual. So do you know what? You both, if you're dealing with someone else, take it as it resonates, but you could both be feeling like you intuitively feel and think the same way. Wow, you both want a passionate new beginning. Not a want, you both want to move in and have a passionate new beginning. The Wheel of Fortune. Things potentially feel stagnant at the moment. You could be not speaking to somebody, or you could be feeling stuck in a situation at the moment and things are not moving forward, but know that you both want them to. 3 of Cups. You want to celebrate this. You want this happiness and celebrate. You know what? I think I had this similar Virgo before. I feel like there's someone wants to do something, but they're not doing it. So yeah, take that as it resonates, guys. I'm going to be going on to Libra. So, angels, ancestors, sacred ones, guardians. Any messages for Libra? Messages for Libra for this week in April. What messages do you have for Libra for this week? Oh, I want it to flip. Messages for Libra. Okay. One more for Libra, please. Give me one more for Libra. That's one. Okay. Any more messages for Libra for this coming week of April? In love. Any advice and messages for Libra? Okay. So the cards I've pulled out for my angel deck are the Lady card. This one fell out, so I will take it anyway. The She-Wolf and the Air Guardian. Okay, so straight off the bat, my initial feelings on these cards are some of you need to potentially gain new perspectives on situations. Some of you, I feel like you've potentially grown a lot and you need to just take a moment to just, you know, acknowledge how far you've grown and reap the rewards of that. So if you've been sort of putting work into something, whether it be a relationship or yourself, know that you should take a moment and enjoy it, appreciate the journey that you've been on and how far you've come and achieved, because I feel like some of you potentially have not sort of probably acknowledged how much growth there is. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles. Okay, there's definitely for some of you some type of communication coming in. If any of you are dealing with an earth sign or got significance with an earth sign, so Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo, if you're waiting for some type of communication, know that it is coming in. Whether you're going to have a significant conversation with an earth sign. Potentially you have somebody of significance around you. It doesn't have to be an earth sign. This could be just somebody that you respect, who you feel is very grounded, who's very nurturing, who sort of has their everything in order, whether it's their finances or whatever it is. It's somebody that you, I would say, see as being very nurturing, very stable in your life, but positive. And I actually see the Lady card as well significantly as an earth sign. I feel like you're potentially going to have a positive communication with somebody, or you could have somebody who's a very positive influence around you. Take that if it resonates. What's the... Okay. Wow. Okay, so some of you potentially... some of you, I feel like you've leveled up. If you've gone into a new relationship, I feel like you've leveled up. You've gone from being the Knight of Cups to the King of Cups. So if you are in a new relationship, or you're somebody who wants to get into a relationship, I definitely feel like you've leveled up. I feel like you've got a lot more to offer. I feel like you've matured. I feel like you're a lot more in touch with your emotions. I feel like you're more emotionally stable. And I do feel like you may be sort of, if you're someone who in the past maybe has struggled to communicate, it seems like you're opening up more and you're learning to communicate more. Where's the She-Wolf here for Libra? Don't want that many. Okay, so pull the Justice card, which is the card of Libra. So for some of you, you are coming into balance. So if you feel like in the past you potentially have been in balance, whether you've had things in your life that have been a little bit like, you know, as they are with the scales, know that you're on the right path and know that things are coming into balance. You are coming into your energy now. As I say, I do definitely feel like you've leveled up. So there's definitely been growth. You need to sort of maybe take a moment to actually appreciate that growth. If there is someone significant to you who's an earth sign, if you're waiting for communication, or whether there's some type of significant communication, know that that is coming in. Any more for Libra? What's the She-Wolf card here? Clarify the She-Wolf card. So this is really positive. I definitely feel like for some of you out there, there's been a lot of growth, and I do feel like you're on a positive journey. Oh wow, Hierophant. So this is sort of, if you are in a relationship, know that this has got potential to be a very long-lasting, committed relationship. If you're going into some type of business, or in terms of a job, know that it will offer you stability. Whatever it is that you're venturing, that you're growing to achieve, know that this is something that's long-term, which is fabulous. Now, for some of you, I feel like you have leveled up in do you know what? That's, wow. Yeah. Some of you, I feel like you have leveled up in terms of your stability, in terms of your passion, in terms of your finances, in terms of your achievements, in terms of the way you communicate, the way you conduct yourselves, and emotionally. I feel like it's a complete level up and into balance. And that is the middle card, which is your card, which is just so significant. And I feel like this balance that you've come into is going to be long-term and long-lasting. So that's such a wonderful reading. I feel like definitely things are coming into balance, Libra. So carry on with the path that you're on, because it's very, very positive. I do feel like you need to take a moment though and just think, you have grown so much and you've achieved so much, and you are on this whole path where you are growing as a person. And as I say, you are coming into balance with your stability, abundance, and with your emotions, and potentially a relationship. So lovely card. So I'm going on to Scorpio. Angels, ancestors, sacred ones. What messages do you have for the star sign of Scorpio for this coming week of April 19th? Any messages or advice in love for Scorpio? Any messages in love for Scorpio? Okay, sorry guys, I've literally got pins and needles. And if you're having any problems with your feet, be curious to know. Okay, so the cards I've pulled from my angel deck, sorry, randomly got my top, but I need to stretch my legs. So that's the Mirror Guardian. So you need to take some time and reflect. And the second card I've pulled is the Oracle card, which is wait for important information. Okay, I'm just going to clarify those cards. I might have to move because my legs are killing me. Some of you may be having problems with your legs. Oh, your feet. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys, I had to pause that and move. I literally can't feel my feet and my legs. Oh, okay. So, sorry about that guys. Scorpio. So, why have I pulled the Mirror Guardian for Scorpio? Why have I pulled the Mirror Guardian for Scorpio? What do they need to reflect about? What do I need to take time and reflect? Messages for Scorpio. What's this card here? Messages in love for Scorpio. What do they need to reflect about? Okay. Give me one more. Give me one more for Scorpio. Okay. Okay. Some of you, I feel like, in terms of taking time to reflect, some of you potentially, you may need to get in touch with your emotions or reflect on your emotions. I feel like there's been some type of important situation, whether this is legal. Some of you are waiting for some type of information now. This could be in terms of a love interest, or it could be a legal situation. Some of you are definitely waiting on some type of information that's important to you, and it's very significant to you now. This could be potentially that you've maybe made somebody an offer. Maybe you've spoke about your feelings for an individual. Maybe they've spoke about their feelings for you. But I definitely feel like if you're waiting on a decision, I do feel like it will go in your favour. Where's the Oracle card here for Scorpio? Okay, some of you are reflecting and thinking back to a past situation. Now, this Emperor card that I've pulled, sorry, I didn't actually show you. Now, this could signify something being legal, a decision that's been made, but it can also signify an individual who's been in your life who's almost like somebody who's a bit of a know-it-all. Take that as it resonates. So if there is somebody in your life from your past that you're feeling emotional about, perhaps you haven't spoke to them about the way that you're feeling, or you're having mixed emotions about this individual maybe, or this is somebody from your past. This to me is like somebody who feels like they're always in the right, but either way I feel like you're potentially reminiscing about someone from the past. You want to reconcile with somebody from the past, or somebody wants to reconcile with you. Give me one more please for the Oracle. Okay, so there's a situation, I feel like there is definitely something or someone that you're thinking about that's keeping you up at night. I feel like you're very, very in your head about a situation, and I feel like it's keeping you up at night. This is something, I think, from the past. Okay. I'll follow the Emperor. What is the Emperor here for Scorpio? What is the Emperor here for Scorpio? I need to flip. Okay. Take this as it resonates. Either there's someone in your life from the past that you want to hear from. If that is the case, now the only way I can describe this person to you, it could be somebody who's sort of professional. They could sort of be in a bit of a job that's a bit of an authoritative role. It doesn't have to be. Or just sort of signify this with someone who's very knowledgeable, or somebody who thinks they know everything. Now, if you are waiting on that communication, know that there is a wish fulfillment. So whatever situation you're waiting for an outcome on from the past, now this is something that is keeping you up at night. Could be a childhood memory, though I don't think it is. I feel like this is you reminiscing about someone or something from the past. But whatever it is keeping you up at night. Know that whatever the wish fulfillment will be, whatever your wish fulfillment is, that seems to be the decision or the determination or the outcome of this situation. Give me one more for Scorpio, please. Okay. What is the Six of Cups now? I'll call the Six of Cups. Okay. Some of you want to move on. Yeah, okay. Some of you I feel are very stuck and trapped. I feel like you want to move on. You want to move forward. You want to potentially now, whether this is reconciling with somebody from the past, or whether this is a situation that's got you feeling stuck, you want this you want the outcome of this, you're wishing for the outcome of this in order for you to move forward. So take that as it resonates. But I do feel like you're ready. I feel like you're ready to move forward, whether this is in love, whether it's been a situation that's been keeping you stagnant, and it's whatever this information is that's been keeping you up, that you're waiting on. Know that your wish fulfillment is coming and you will be ready to move forward. Give me the outcome in the near future for Scorpio. What's the outcome in the near future for Scorpio? Take that as it resonates. As I say, that could be in terms of love, but if it is love, I see, okay, being someone from your past. Final cards that I've pulled, okay. Okay, so the Page of Cups and the High Priestess. So this speaks about intuition. This speaks about news, good or bad news being revealed. The High Priestess is someone or something that sort of knows everything. So that coming out with the Emperor card, I do feel like there is some type of news coming towards you. But the outcome of that news will be whatever you're wishing it to be. And then that, in order, when you receive that, I do feel like you'll be able to move forward. And I feel like for some of you, this could be moving forward in love. I feel like you potentially feel like there may be a risk involved. And there is going to be that sort of feeling of the unknown, but I feel like you're going to go for it anyway. Page of Cups. Now this could be a love offering. It could be somebody that's a little bit younger than you. It could be you wanting to move forward in love. Okay, for some of you, this could be you, if you're in a relationship and there's been some type of situation that's made you feel like you've had to step back a little bit. Some of you want to move forward with, if there's a child involved. I don't know whether I don't know if you're waiting for custody. That ain't going to resonate with everybody, but I feel like maybe you're waiting. This is going to be very selective, but if someone has got children involved, I feel like you want to create some type of happy home for the child that's involved. Maybe you're waiting. I don't know whether somebody's gone for custody. I don't know where that's come from, but I've just sort of picked up on a message. Potentially someone's gone for custody of a child. And you will have a wish fulfillment. You've had to make that decision regardless of the reasons why. But I feel like potentially you want to travel or you want to move forward. Some of you will be travelling, whether it's just in sense of moving on or actually physically moving. But if there are children involved, I see them travelling with you. So if that's significant, take it. For others of you, potentially if you are trying to reconcile with somebody, I'm going to say you're going to feel like there's a risk, and I feel like you've potentially taken a step back. You've sort of pulled your emotions back a little bit because I feel like you intuitively know to do that. But you will have a wish fulfillment in whatever this important information is that you're waiting on, guys. So I hope that resonates. So take care. I'm going to go on to Sagittarius. My legs are going to probably somebody there's definitely, I feel like, sorry for the Scorpios, I definitely feel like I don't know whether some of, do you know what, I've just got a message that this could be sort of like, some of you I feel like maybe are waiting on some type of compensation. Look, I have no idea where that just came from, but I feel like some of you potentially have been in some type of injury or accident, and that could have potentially hindered you in some type of physical way, whether it is to do with the legs. I'm not sure, but I feel like potentially you're waiting for an outcome on that. Now, if you're feeling very, very stuck, it could be because this has impacted you physically, or it could be mentally worried you, but you could, for some of you, be potentially waiting on some type of news or information about some type of accident, potentially, but that might not resonate with a lot of you or anyone. That's just a message that I picked up on. So okay, I'm going to quickly do Sagittarius. So Any messages? Oh, didn't even ask. Okay. Okay, so Sagittarius. I don't really want that many. Don't really want that many, but I've got them. So the cards that fell out are Earth Mother, the Lady card, Shield Maridon, and the Heart Guardian. Okay, wow. Some of you definitely are in a real strong feminine energy. Sorry if any men watch, but this is, wow, this is strength. This is femininity. This is real female strength. Wow, I love this. I love this because it really embodies all aspects of being a woman. It's sort of having that inner strength, you know, being independent and having that fight. It's that sort of nurturing. It's that grounded. It's that beauty. It's that motherly feeling. Wow, I'm loving this, Sagittarius. Some of you are really coming into a real strong feminine energy where you're sort of knowing your worth and you're independent and strong, and I love it. So feel loved and comforted, enjoy growth and reap rewards, make plans and focus, love and let yourself be loved. This to me is for someone who really needs to take some time for themselves, by themselves, reflect and think about how amazing as a woman you are, because you embody beauty, you embody love, caring, nature, you know, you are intuitive, you are somebody grounded, you are somebody who's very loving, someone who loves openly, somebody who can, you know, you are internally strong. I absolutely love this. Clarify Earth Mother. Why are these cards here for Sagittarius? Okay, so I feel some of you potentially have been betrayed. Oh, okay. One more, please. Okay, wow. Don't want all these, but I've got them, so, no, I don't want all these. Okay. Just quickly off the bat, some of you have been betrayed. Some of you, whether secrets have been revealed, whether there's been things that have been done in the dark, but I definitely feel like something has been done behind your back in the past. Could be by a water sign, doesn't necessarily have to be. Could be by an air sign, so take that if it resonates, don't worry if it doesn't. I definitely feel like there's been some type of betrayal, and I feel like emotionally at the moment it may have made you feel guarded and feeling like you need to protect your emotions. But I think this is something that's potentially happened in the past or happening, and I feel like you need to go toward your self-worth, knowing how absolutely spectacular you are. But for some of you who do definitely feel like you've been betrayed in the past, I feel like there's been secrets, things that potentially have been revealed to you, whether someone's acted a certain way in the beginning and then they've revealed their true colours. Take that as it resonates, but some of you definitely need to spend some time. Okay, some of you are feeling very stuck and trapped in that situation. Some of you have come out of a relationship where you felt very trapped, where you're struggling to release it and struggling to let that go. But something has been revealed to you. But I still feel like potentially you've got a lot of love for this individual. There's still a lot of emotions for this individual. But something's definitely come to light. As I say, there has been some type of betrayal. Some of you feel potentially stabbed in the back. But you're feeling very trapped to this individual because I feel like you're still very much in love with them, or you've got a lot of emotions and feelings toward them still. What's the energy for this person on Sagittarius mind? What's the energy of this person on Sagittarius mind? What's the energy of this person on Sagittarius mind? Okay, some of you are definitely dealing with an air sign, but it doesn't necessarily have to be an air sign. Okay. Now, take this as it resonates, guys. If you have come out of this relationship where you've been betrayed, where the secrets have been revealed, or something's happened that's made you feel stabbed in the back, okay? Now, this is by somebody I feel like you very much have, I still feel like you're holding on and you're still tied to this situation, okay? Now, I feel like you still have a lot of emotions for this individual. I still feel like you have a lot of emotions for this individual. Now, either this individual potentially was very, very loving in the beginning and then turned and became cold, or you're still got feelings for that individual and you're going to meet somebody new, someone who is a good communicator, someone who's very strong with their words, someone who's a leader, somebody who may be a little bit defensive, but somebody who, you know, their presence is known, they have a real demanded respect about them. So, as I say, whether you've been with somebody in the past who was very loving, very sweet, very nurturing, very kind, very caring, and then there's been some type of betrayal, and then they've become cold, take that if it resonates. Tell me more about this person, that's Sagittarius. On Sagittarius is mine. Tell me more about this person, Sagittarius is mine. Tell me more. Wow, okay, so 2 of Coins and 2 of Swords. Some of you may have a decision to make. Some of you have a decision to make whether you are going to cut this individual out of your life. For others of you, you are going to have to decide whether you're going to stay in the past or whether you're going to move forward. And that's a decision only you can make. But regardless of that, you are intuitive. And this shows that you can see very, very clearly and you actually know what the best thing to do is. Some of you may be choosing not to see something. Some of you may not want to see something, but either way, you intuitively know what is best for you. And you can see through whatever this situation is, you know intuitively what the best thing and the right thing to do is. But I do feel like some of you have potentially, whether you've got a choice to make or they've made a choice, I feel like intuitively you know. Give me one more, please, for Sagittarius. Either way, the message that I get, you need to take some time to heal. Take time to heal, because some of you have been through an emotional time and a real roller coaster and a battle. And you really need now to take time to heal from that situation. Because you can see clearly. You may not want to see things, but you can see this situation very, very clearly. If something's been done in the dark, that you intuitively know about it, take that as it resonates, but you need to take some time to heal from this. And in that moment of healing, in that time of healing, you really need to follow these angels' advice. Love and let yourself be loved. Love yourself first. That is the most important thing to do. The Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. I see this as if you've been making plans on the basis of somebody else that's in your past, start making plans for yourself and for you. Now, I can't tell you what to do. I'm just reading the cards. Again, feel loved and comforted. So for some of you, I feel like you've potentially put somebody else as a priority before yourself. And now it is time to put yourself first. And then when you enjoy that growth, when you enjoy that abundance, and when you enjoy this time in self-healing, and when you enjoy yourself, time with yourself, time to love yourself and heal, you will reap the benefits of that. You'll reap those rewards. So I hope that helps, guys. Take care. I'm going to go on to Capricorn. I'm going to have to move again because my legs are starting to hurt. So I'm going on to the star sign of Capricorn. Sorry, I've had to move. My legs are killing me. So, Sorry, I've got pins and needles in my feet and in my legs. Sorry, messages for Capricorn. Messages for Capricorn in this coming week of April. It's in English. Let me get one more. I only want one. Messages for Capricorn. Some of you need to gain clarity on the situation and a higher perspective. Oh, sorry guys, one sec. Sorry guys, I pinned the needles. So Capricorn, yeah, as I was saying, some of you need to get a higher perspective on something. The card I've pulled out from my angel deck is the Eagle. This can be setting your intentions on something and going for it. And that is actually strongly then reinforced by the second card from my angel deck, which is the High Priest. And the message behind that is to intend and create. So set your intentions and make it happen. So if some of you, I thought some of you may need to sort of gain clarity on a situation. Some of you may need to gain a new perspective. But whatever it is that you need to set that intention and go for it. Okay, now, King of Pentacles. So some of you definitely are feeling very stable at the moment. You are feeling abundant at the moment. You really are in a wise position. King of Pentacles is somebody who's got a lot of knowledge and very wise in a situation. So some of you... Okay, let me pull some more and clarify. So why is the Eagle here for Capricorn? Why is the Eagle here for Capricorn? Okay. Some of you are walking away from a situation that no longer serves you. Some of you are potentially walking away from heartbreak. Some of you are leaving something in the past or walking away and leaving something behind. Some of you may be sort of struggling to make that decision. Some of you need to make a decision whether you are staying in a stable situation or whether you're walking away from it. Some of you potentially are currently in a long-term relationship, perhaps. Some of you may be feeling abundant at the moment and financially stable, and you're having to make a decision on whether to walk away from it or not. Take that as it resonates. For some of you, there's been a tower moment, so potentially something has happened that's had a major impact on your life, and usually it's something that's usually very quite sudden. So it has a feeling that it's almost like your whole world's come falling down around you. Whether there's been a situation and there's been a sort of moment in your life where you do feel like everything's sort of come crashing down, and now potentially you having to walk away from something or someone. Walking away is never easy to do, and I feel like you would struggle, but I do feel like you'd be walking away. If you look, you're walking away to the sunshine. Sunshine denotes happiness. But it could mean that if you do walk away, maybe some of you are in a relationship where you are very stable. There's a strong foundation. It could be a long-term relationship. And you may feel like if you walk away, then a lot is going to sort of come crashing down, and you're going to have to start all over again. High Priestess. Okay. I like this. Give me one more, please. Give me one more. Give me one more. What's the one that comes with? Give me one more card. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. Now, Okay, if you're in a relationship, in a situation where you feel very, very stable and you're scared to sort of walk away because you feel like you're going to have to start all over again, know that you will be financially independent and you will grow, and then you will progress from the Nine of Coins into the Queen of Pentacles. So if you're scared of walking away from a situation because you feel like you're going to have to start all over again, know that you will be financially and independently absolutely fine. You will be stable, you will be grounded, you will be in your element again, you will grow. Some of you have been through a difficult time. Some of you have been through a really difficult time. Some of you, I feel like, have had something's happened where something very, very significant has had a major impact on your life and stability. But know that if that is the case, you will work through it and you will regain whatever it is. You will grow again and you will regain whatever it is that you feel like you've lost. For others of you, I feel like you potentially are walking away from a relationship. Or you're walking away from some type of burden in the past. Could be an emotional heartbreak. Something where you feel like it's impacted you, that's made you feel, I'm going to say rock bottom. That might be a bit of an exaggeration, but it definitely feels like something happened and it's like you've had to start all over again. But you need to set your intentions and gain higher perspective and know that you are either the King or Queen of Pentacles, and this journey that you're on, this growth, this new direction that you've set forward, you're going toward your soulmate and your power couple. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. So for some of you, you are definitely dealing with another earth sign. If it's not another earth sign, it's somebody who brings to the table equal to what you do. You both got your stuff in order. I was going to say another word then, but I won't. You're both basically financially stable. You're both independent. You're both wise. You're both grounded. You're both very nurturing. You're both very loving. I always see this as sort of just real grounded energy. You're both sort of very headstrong and know what you want, and you've got everything that you know you can achieve it. Now, for others of you, I feel like maybe if there has been a tower moment and you've been in separation from someone, I do see that you will grow and you will come back together and unite. So take that, guys, how it resonates. But know that either way, whatever situation has happened that's left you feeling rock bottom, a situation you've had to walk away from, a situation that you feel like you've had to start all over again, if you're going to start something solo, know that you're going to be absolutely fine. Know that you will build whatever it is that you've lost, you will build it again. I hope that helps, guys. But there's real progression there. There's a real level up and progression. So, as I say, take that as it resonates. I'm going to go on to Aquarius. Spirit guides. God into the God. Spirit of earth, earth and sky. Angels, ancestors, sacred ones. I love you here now. Give me messages, please, for Aquarius in love for this coming week. Aquarius in love for this week. Aquarius in love for this coming week. One more, please, for Aquarius in love. One more for Aquarius. Aquarius. Oh. I don't want all these, but they've come out, so. Okay. Oh, who did I have these for? I had these 2 cards with somebody else. I can't remember who it was. Okay, so cards pulled from my angel deck are the Medicine Guardian, High Priest, the Arrow card, and Mountains. Now, the messages behind those cards are: be open to healing information, intend and create, surround yourself with protective energy and stand your ground. Okay, now some of you feel like potentially have been through some type of situation where things potentially have come to the surface that was very hidden. Some of you could be dealing with the Gemini or have significance with the Gemini. The only reason why I say that is because these 2 cards came out and I believe it was in Gemini's reading. So if that resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But, yeah. Some of you need to stand your ground. So be open to healing information. Some of you feel like there's been a situation that's happened. There's been some type of conflict or argument or battle that you've been with. Potentially made you feel a little bit vulnerable. But I feel like you need to heal. Protective energy. I feel like some of you may be sort of closed to take opinions and ideas from people around you. But I feel like you need a bit of support maybe, or gain some perspectives from other people on a situation that you're dealing with. If you're somebody that's used to dealing with things on your own, then there's nothing wrong with gaining new perspectives and just taking advice from people around you that, you know what, who've got your best interest at heart, people that you actually can trust and know have your best interest at heart. I do feel like you've got people around you who are wise. They can give you advice. Maybe they've been through similar situations to what you're going through now, but take the advice. So, clarify why these cards here for Aquarius. Okay, so for some of you, something needs to come into balance. Someone, potentially you need to put some type of work into you need to work together with someone. I feel like someone is around you who wants to help you with something, and I feel like you're closed off to letting them help you. Okay. What's the High Priest? What's the High Priest here for Aquarius? Okay. You know, yeah, I do feel like some of you will celebrate. This is about partnerships. This is about people being close and celebrating something. Some of you need to let people in. I feel like some of you have closed off, but you need to bring something into the balance. This is all about teamwork. I feel like you need to meet somebody in the middle here. You need to meet somebody halfway, and you need to take the advice of people that you trust. I don't know why you're falling out. I didn't ask you anything. Sorry, guys. Clarify the Arrow card. What's the Arrow card here for Aquarius? What's the Arrow card here for Aquarius? Okay, so protect yourself. Some of you need to rest and to heal. Some of you have been through conflict, I feel, and you need to rest and heal. Maybe you need to listen to yourself and what you're telling yourself, that you need to rest and heal. I feel like it's like you're resisting something. It's whether you're resisting rest, whether you're resisting advice from someone, whether someone wants to help you with something, but it's like you're resisting it. But it's almost like let your guard down and let people in. Where's the Knight of Cards? Some of you feel like potentially you've got things that you're hiding or keeping under the surface. I feel like maybe some of you are struggling with something. You're struggling with some type of situation. and you're not showing people, you're closed off and you're not letting people in.